For 15,000 years, the elves lived in Hyperia. One day, the king of the elf realm grew very sick, and none of his healers or elf magic could help him. The kingdom was in disarray. His son, the prince, made a deal with an exiled old mage to help him leave the realm for help. When he returned, he brought back something from another world that helped the king get well. However, along with the cure, he also brought a human woman, which was forbidden for centuries. The king demanded that the prince return her to her realm, but the prince refused because he was in love. But he knew his father's resolve was final. So he came up with a plan to seek out the old mage and leave along with his bride-to-be. But someone told the king of the prince's plan. The king immediately dispatched soldiers to capture the prince and kill the outsider. The prince returned to the old mage, who informed the prince that the human woman was pregnant. The prince knew that if the elves found her, they would kill her and the baby. Now, the only way to ensure her safety was to keep her hidden. But the old mage had his plans for the child, unbeknownst to the prince. He imprisoned the pregnant woman on the tallest mountain in Hyperia because a hybrid child could offer untold magical powers. He then banished the prince and cast a spell that would prevent anyone else that leaves the realm from ever returning. Betrayed, the prince vowed to seek revenge on the old mage. Eventually, the councils of mages and elf magicians banded together to seek ways to leave the world that avoided the spell. For every elf that left the realm, an exchange of life would have to occur in some form. One goes, one comes. That would be the rule that avoided the spell. The king ordered several elf legions to find the prince and bring him home. Meanwhile, some of his subjects rebelled, which led to civil war amongst his kingdom. As millennia passed, there was still no sign of the elf prince, and those elves that left settled in their respective worlds, never to return. Now, where did all those elves end up? Everywhere, even Egypt. All over the earth, the elves hid.